And I'm talking about rigging today. We had two types of rigging on our sail ship. We had a running rigging and a standing rigging. And a running rigging is a lot more pliable, and it's what you would think it was for, running up sails up and down a mast. Anything us sailors are using on a ship that we would have to handle and move around is the running line. And then the other line is standing, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a standing line. This is what's keeping my mast standing up so it doesn't come crashing down and I can get home. But because this is a standing line, and the majority of the lines on our ship are standing lines, we take a little bit more care to protect these and waterproof them than what we would do with the running lines. And it was a three-part process in the late 1600s. We started with a running line, and that back then this was all hemp, and we would take a smaller hemp line and start going in the gaps of the running line, and this is called worming. We would worm it around those gaps. And the idea is we're starting to make this more impenetrable to the salt water so it doesn't destroy it. Salt water and natural fibers are not good friends. So after we finish worming it, we do what's called parceling. Parceling like we're wrapping a package or wrapping a parcel. So you take canvas with tar and you start wrapping it around the worming part. And then we're not done yet. Then we got to do what's called servicing. And that's this final product. We take more of the rope we use for worming, we wrap it in tar, and then we'll use a tool called a serving mallet. And it's got that cut in it for the rope to sit into, and also a nail to help us with our leverage and pulling it tight. So it'll sit where we just parceled. We will wrap our tar-covered line, and it'll go across the head of the mallet a couple times. And I'll have the two ropes here, and I'll just start pulling it around the line and using that leverage because it's going to be tied off and that nail is going to keep it tight, to pull it tight. And that way I'm trying to make sure that there's no gap and air and compressing it to help it be more waterproof. And after that point, we use it on our sail ship. And the best part about this is that if this needs to be repaired, it's a lot easier to repair this with this than having to replace this whole line with a line that we may not have on our ship. And you know, sometimes it's not replaceable. It gets really tethered like this. So what we'll do is we reuse everything on a ship, and we'll take the remnants of this and turn it into something similar to this to go on our running lines or our standing lines to help protect them, because out on the water with the winds blowing around, they're still going to bang around each other. As much protection as we got, they're still going to be damaged. So this protects that and gets a little bit more life out of those lines and continues the life out of the ones that were destroyed.